Welcome back with a new math tutorial. In this video we are talking about equivalent fractions. But before we start we need to know what is the meaning of the fraction. Fraction is a part of a whole one. We can write the fraction for example as we have here 2 over 3. 2 parts out of 3. Now we have the relation between the part to the whole. 2 here is called numerator and the 3 is called denominator. So the number which written up is called numerator and the number which written down is called denominator. So now we have a relation between the numerator and denominator. If we write both of them together in this shape now will be called the fraction. So again, what is the meaning of a fraction? Fraction is a part of a whole one. We can find equivalent fraction. How we can find? To find equivalent fraction, just by multiplying or dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. We can find that in question number 1. We need to recognize whether the two fractions now are equivalent or not. We have 2 over 4 and 6 over 12. We have two ways now to identify if they are equivalent or not. The first way that we can start from 2 to 6. From 2 to 6, just we need to multiply by 3. Check if we multiply from 4 to 12. Is 4 multiplied by 3 equals to 12? 4 times 3 equals to 12. And 2 times 3 equals to 6. It means they are equivalent fractions. We can find it with another way. Again, for the second way, we will say that 4 multiplied by 6, start from down then going up. 4 times 6 equals 24. And the 12 multiplied by 2 will be equals 24. Once you find that the two products are the same, it means we have equivalent fractions. Again, for question number 2, 9 over 12 and 3 over 4. Start from the smallest number. From 3 to 9, you multiply by 3. From 4 to 12, you multiply by 3. Because you multiply by the same number up and down, it means we have equivalent fractions. Otherwise, you can start multiplying. 12 multiplied by 3 will be equal 36. And 4 multiplied by 9 will be equal 36. Because they are equal, it means we have equivalent fractions. So we have two ways now. You can choose which one is easy for you, you can do it. Again, for question number 3. From 4 to 8. You will find from 4 to 8, you just multiply by 2. From 6 to 12, also you multiply by 2. Because you multiply by the same number up and the same number down, it will be equivalent fractions. In question number 4, we can make the cross multiplication to check. We have 2 over 3 and 3 over 10. Now we have from 3 to multiplied by 6 will be equals 18. And 10 multiplied by 2 equals 220. Now we have two different products, it means they are not equivalent fractions. Again, for this one, if you need to make cross multiplication, just start from down then going up. 3 multiplied by 6 equals 18. 10 multiplied by 2 equals 220. If the two numbers are the same, we have equivalent fractions. If they are different, so we have non-equivalent fractions. Again, for question number 5. 3 multiplied by 3 will be equals 9. 5 multiplied by 2 would be equals 10. They are not equal, so they are not equivalent fractions. And that's how we can identify if the two fractions are equivalent or not. In this part of the lesson, we need to write the fraction, then find the equivalent fraction. In question number 7, we need to write the fraction. You will find that we have only two shaded parts. It will be 2. Out of, we have here 4 parts. So the numerator represents the shaded part, or the selected part. And the denominator selected the whole parts. We have 4 parts here, so it will be 4. Now we need to find equivalent fraction. We said to find equivalent fraction, all what we have to do just multiply the numerator and denominator by any number. But the only thing that we need to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. So we can say that I can multiply the numerator and denominator, for example, by 10. So 2 times 10 will be equals to 20. And 4 times 10 will be equals to 4. So 2 over 10 will be equal to 20 over 40. Again, question number 8. We have only one selected part or only one shaded part out of 3 parts. To find equivalent fraction, just we need to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. You can multiply by 2. Multiply up and down by 2. So it will be 1 times 2 equals 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. You can choose I will multiply the numerator by 3. But once you multiply the numerator by 3, you need to multiply also the denominator by the same number. Whatever the number that you will choose, no problem for the number. But the main point, that you need to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. In question number 9 we have only 5 parts shaded out of 6 parts. So 5 out of 6. To find equivalent fraction, only what you need to do just multiply the numerator and denominator by any number. For example, I can multiply this number by 3. So 5 multiplied by 3 would be equals 50. And 6 multiplied by 3 would be equals to 18. So 5 over 16 is equal to 15 over 18. That's how we can write equivalent fraction.